Ooh, good morning. June 13th, 2023. Did I pronounce all of those syllables? I feel like I kind of slurred that a bit. On a Tuesday morning, I'm going to get an audio check over here. Morning. I'm going to get an there we go. And Windows Daily number 236. I've got chat room popped open over here. Robert, good morning. Nick Poverman, at my age, rolling out of bed is the easy part. Getting off the floor is a whole other story. You did get a laugh out loud from me on that. When I read it earlier, HBO Max is now just Max. Move your move, Peacock. I'm assuming that means that HBO dropped Max. I don't know. I don't keep up with that stuff. I got too much to keep up with in my day. Hello from Cocoa, Florida. Let's see. William Dawson, looking over here, see if there's any warning or alerts coming out to me. Need to go out, can't watch. I left a comment on Windows Daily 235. We will get to Zavi Menor's comment. Dennis says he has a live reactions option on his Premiere settings now. He was telling us the other day that he doesn't have live reactions available, but now it's available on Premiere. He went to the YouTube page where the Premiere will be, and yet again, no heart. Does the Premiere actually show, does it let you chat before the show starts? If I bring up Dennis's page here, is that that's live? Nope, that's not the Premiere. If we go to videos, yeah, we don't even get to see that the Premiere is coming up because Premiere doesn't show up as scheduled the way that live streams do. Lately, I wonder why the heck do I take time out of my day to report issues with software? It seems the reports never get addressed either because the devs are overworked, coming up with income sources or adding features that a small subset of their users may use. Other times I wonder if some software is from a bygone era when things were different. Yeah, I identify with your comment there. My opinion and my observation, my deduction is that when you report something about a software program, it depends upon how large the user base is of that, what stage they're at in their development. My opinion is most of the time on a mature product, when you give feedback, it's only makes a difference when they get a large volume of feedback on that same subject. Your feedback, if it's not supported by lots of other people saying the same thing, probably doesn't get looked at. If the software is new in its development, then the developers probably look at a lot more of the feedback and take action on it. But most of the time, I'm dealing with software that's very mature, and I don't even bother doing feedback because I figure there's tons of other people out there that are giving feedback. And if it's going to get fixed, it's going to get fixed. My time is too valuable in my day to be one of the massive number of people that are sending feedback that might not likely not going to get individually looked at. Then let's see, Roy Carr, hello. He was present on my Fortnite channel this morning, and thank you, I appreciate that. Mike Wojcik, good morning to you. Okay, peoples, I be here sort of. I got to go out in the world and be a responsible adult and do the things I need to do, but I'll probably be listening on my cell phone from Lawn Dog. Hello, Carl J. Hello, Alice. Whoops, the screen jumped on me. Where was I at? There. Ken Stout says, good morning. Ken Stout has no stream today. And earlier when I looked, there was no stream for Carrie, so I'm not doing any redirect. If somebody sees that there's a stream scheduled for Carrie or anyone else that I can redirect to, let me know. Of course, I can redirect to Dennis and my Fortnite game, but you guys know that's available. Here's Trouble. Good to see you, Doug. Here's Trouble. Roy Carr, is he calling himself Trouble? I don't know. Dennis, Ken says no show, so you could redirect to my Premiere, 10:30 p.m. I can't redirect to a Premiere. It doesn't show up as right. Let's go see if that's true. I don't think I can redirect to a Premiere. If I go to down here to redirect and Josh, Dennis, gameplay. Oh, there is. I can. I didn't think I could redirect to a Premiere. So absolutely at 10:30 a.m. my time. So that'll be about an hour after I finish today's show. There we go. Well, thanks for asking for that, Dennis. I wouldn't have realized that I can do redirect to Premiere. We got 22 viewers right now, 5 likes according to that screen. Average view duration, 3 minutes, 56 seconds. Then where am I at? Still trying to figure out one discrepancy in your iPhone video res. That's between those two. I'm not going to try to barge in on that conversation. Live on phone, Ray, people saying hello. Hello, Bobby. That's 9:02 a.m. Dennis, heart, yes or no? Maybe that's an explanation of, oh, okay. So yeah, I see a heart here. I think Dennis is saying he doesn't see a heart when he pulls up his show. So could some other people respond to that and let us know whether you see hearts when you go to Dennis's link or not? Hello, Speedy C. And he was also watching on my Fortnite, I think this morning and maybe yesterday. Hello, Jeff. No problems after the guy teach me about the sleep mode. Yeah, that's a conversation going on elsewhere that I'm not clued in about. John Williams, good morning, everyone. It's 57 degrees here in Madison, Wisconsin. So now let's go to channel comments. Wintermute gave me a correction about the struggle that I was having with my downloads folder and extracting something from a zip file. Let's zoom this up a little bit. Files and folders are sorted separately in File Explorer. When sorting file name, A to Z folders are at the top, A to Z order, then files are listed A to Z. Note the scroll bar jumps to the middle when you sort it by name. You never scroll back up to the top, so you don't ever see any folders when sorting by date. Newest to oldest files are listed first, then folders. Note the scroll bar jumps to the top when you sort it by date. You never scroll down. Wait a minute, did you repeat that? I think the lesson to be learned is clean out your downloads folder more often. I went and verified that, yes, he's absolutely right about that. And I've known that in the past. I just didn't pay enough attention. And that conversation all had to do with my downloads folder. I think it was on Saturday when I downloaded a zip file, which I did another zip file just this morning from Alice. No, not from Alice, from somebody else. This disk perf zip. I right click and extract all, and I scrolled up to the top, and disk perf was actually up here. So yes, totally correct, Wintermute, and thumbs up and hearts. Of course, I don't need to tell him he's correct. He knew he was correct. Zavi Manor regarding Alice's issue. The hard drive disk has 2 partitions, C and L. He's asking, what is the C drive and how much free space on it? When I'm zoomed in like that, we can't see all of it. And I have that photo. Let's see, didn't I bring it up in preparation for this? Let's get to that photo and show what he was referring to. And that was a really good catch. Let's get to the right one here. Not that one, but this one. Yeah, this is what Zvi was referring to. Alice showed us Crystal Disk Info has a C drive and an L drive. Alice had told us that her drive is 2 terabytes with 1 terabyte free. And Zvi's, wait a minute, it's 2 separate partitions, C and L. How much free space is on the C drive? How much free space is on the L drive? And was he actually, what is on the C drive? Does the L drive contain anything that's relevant to the game? And Alice is in chat, so I'm hoping we'll get a response to that. And thank you, Zvi, for that. John Williams, hey, Doug, I'm sorry we missed the live stream this morning. Had to run some errands. The video was good, and I see there are 3 little Dougs today. That sounds like a nursery rhyme. 3 little Dougs doing something or other. Ooh, I could get in trouble with that. John Williams. I'm not sure that I recognize John Williams WR3PC when I go look at his channel to see his name shows. Yeah, John Williams. I recognize that name. He's been around. So thank you, John. I'll give you a thumbs up and a heart. You get a heart. You get a heart. Everybody gets a heart. Am I on Oprah now? Then let's move on to what is next on my list. I have some emails slotted for today. Oh, yes. We had a conversation with a viewer said that the cable guy came out and changed a black box. And I asked, what was the black box? And he's saying here, I tried to get as clear a picture as I could. It's blurry. Apologize, but no idea what it's called. The cable guy just called it a doohickey. All I know is if it gets unplugged, the internet and cable shuts off. And he said that the cable guy came in and replaced the black plug. And I asked, what is the black plug? So I'm going to download that. Can I just, yeah, I can just click on it here. So it is really blurry. It's hard to tell what it is, except that I realized, oh, here's an electrical wall outlet. This is the AC adapter, okay? You replace the AC adapter. This looks like it's the word Comcast here. So you replace the AC adapter for the Comcast router, and that fixed this person's internet. And there were several other technicians, he reported to us, that came out and they replaced some coax cable, did a variety of things. I don't quite know offhand where that conversation is. But so this is the black plug that was replaced. It's the AC wall adapter. And that fixed his internet speed issue. Okay. Intriguing. Let's see, where do I want to go next? Let's go see what I will go see what else I had in this folder. Oh, well, this was just kind of this was off my Fortnite channel. A comment that came on my Fortnite channel. I got a kick out of it. This user SC4608, I don't know who that is, put a timestamp onto this video, and it is on my Fortnite channel where I have the little Dougs show up. So I'll give you that in the link. Little Dougs, don't do it in caps, Doug. That's shouting at people. Little Dougs in Fortnite. So it was really kind of fun for me to get that comment from somebody. I'll go ahead and show it to you here, and I'll unmute this.
Here we go. Turning these two on.
Yeah, so it turned on the
Dougs. Not supposed to be there. It's like Easter eggs. You paint these eggs for Easter and put them out, hide them in plain sight.
All right, that's enough of that. Move along, Doug. Nothing else to see here. Let's come back here. Come back to chat and see what you guys are saying. Let's see. Do I have any? Well, I got to figure out if I have other things tagged for today. So I'm checking my Windows Daily flags for today. There is some stuff flagged for yesterday. What is it? Oh, yeah. Somebody gave us this link a while back about Windows 12 release date and everything else we know, implying that it's a confirmed thing from Microsoft. It's not. If you read through here, this is Windows 12 likely be released in 2024, according to who? Not according to Microsoft. Codename Next Valley. Well, that's what they're working on something codename Next Valley. Doesn't necessarily mean it's the operating system. Microsoft already revealed a prototype desktop redesign. That's referring to a blip, a brief display of something that got shown during a presentation by Microsoft, not identified as Windows 12. This is all more speculation. There is nothing actually announced from Microsoft. Way too irrelevant and weak for me to care about. Let's see. No stream today. Ken says no show. Could you redirect on that? Refresh on PC. Bobby, Nick Poverman, it was a joke you did not get about HBO Max now just being Max and Peacock. Remove the P in Peacock. I'm feeling like I don't want to go down any further down that road about that joke. Yeah, I did not get it. HBO Max is now just Max. Your move, Peacock. Oh, he suggests HBO Max remove the HBO. So he's suggesting Peacock remove the PEA from their name. All right, that's as much as I'm going to elaborate on that joke. Haha. Premiere still processing in HD for Dennis. Greetings here. Let's see. Can chit chat, hard or no? I already got to that point. Oh, I already read these parts. 905, John Williams. I already read that. I do not see mine. I do see yours from Dennis. I'm kind of scanning over this quickly, so if I'm missing, if I'm not reading something you want me to read, hit me an orange with it. I'm wondering if the faces I just clicked will show up now or when you go live. The faces I just clicked will show up now. Faces. Oh, you mean these things? Oh, the faces. That's interesting. Now this is interesting about these live reactions. If you click on these during the show, I read something that gives me the impression that when somebody plays back the show later, after the chat room gets, sorted, so like 24 hours later, those I think are timed reaction. When they first showed up on phones, they were called timed reactions. So like those are they're hitting right now. When somebody rewatches this video, they're gonna see that in the video frame I just showed those hearts going. When they're watching the chat room replay over that side, I think, they should see the heart showing in the chat room replay. What you're seeing on screen right now is my broadcast of the chat room. So they should show at the same time. So if we come back and watch this video tomorrow, at this point in this video, what are we? 17 minutes into the video. So that was probably at 16 minutes, perhaps. We'll be able to see if when somebody did those a moment ago, do they show up in the replay of the chat room at the same time? Because that's my understanding of how they will work. My last comment is retracted in case Doug's pop out shows it. There's an error. Oh, this one here. My last comment is retracted in case Doug's pop out shows it. There's an error. I don't know what that meant. Hello, Mark Baggett. Alice, no, nothing on L drive. This was just a test I was doing on the C drive, 955 gigabytes free of 1.79 terabytes. So the L drive is very small. So that's not a factor. That's not causing any problem because you have plenty of free space. I'm really thinking it's going to be, well, upgrading the storage drive to an SSD, upgrading the memory, but that's pointless on this computer that you're intending to replace anyway, and you're still able to play the game. So I'm kind of thinking it's time to just say, all right, let's just limp along with the game. However, I haven't got a picture yet from you, Alice, showing when you're experiencing the sluggishness. If you have this task manager always on top, so I think it'll show even when you're playing the game, and you should be able to give us a screenshot of what task manager is showing for CPU, memory, disk, network, and GPU when you're having the sluggishness in the game. Really like to see that. I'm not sure if that's going to take us anywhere useful, but maybe it will. So since I have that task manager to stay on top, it's going to stay on top even when I'm clicking on the chat room. I heard it was going to be called Hidden Valley. You heard. Not from Microsoft. You didn't hear from Microsoft. They're working on something called Hidden Valley, not necessarily the name of the next operating system. It might be. It doesn't. So what? What are we going to do with that? Give it up. Insider Canary builds are leading towards a Windows 12 final product, according to rumors, not announced by Microsoft. Doug, it's a trap. Ken, I will get myself an amp. And I don't know what's a trap. Is it? Yeah. Oh, probably that joke was a trap. Ken, I will get myself a amp, whatever. I see none of those emoticons floating here. So Greg didn't see any of those emoticons floating. Live reactions. They're not called emoticons. Emoticons are this stuff. That's so emoticons. Isn't that what these are? That's react. Oh, those are saying reactions. Those are reactions in the chat room. These live reactions, I think, are distinguished different. Click on the keyboard to close that. Windows 12 is something that's not even here. People are interested in. Good job, whoever placing posts about it. Oh, stop reading about that, Doug. Sometimes my reactions do not take on your pop-out chat. Really? Well, I'm seeing somebody's live reaction showing up there. Speedy C, yes, Doug, I did join you for both kill streams in Fortnite. I'm able to join your streams at 1500. It's nice time to join Fortnite because I'm in the UK. Great. Alice will send that over. Thank you. Rewatch. Yes, Ken Stout says rewatching yesterday's stream from you. Thus far, nothing reaction-wise is showing up. You got to know when those reactions are going to happen. If you're seeing them show up, oh, is this just me floating my mouse over that? Does that cause? Somebody go ahead and hit the live reactions right now. I'm going to turn off my picture-in-picture. Go ahead, somebody go hit. Yep, there it is, 100. Okay, give me another one. Give me another one, somebody. There's another one, 100s or 700s. I don't know if those are 100s or 700s. See all those going. So we need to check that tomorrow. If you're watching yesterday's video, you got to watch it at a time when somebody hit that. And the only way you're going to know that is if I'm broadcasting the chat room at the time when they show up. Reason Speedy C calls them kill streams is because that's the name of my Fortnite videos this season. Is it because we're going for kills? I read that. Greg says he's never seen the reactions in YouTube streams and he watches a lot of them. Is Greg M not seeing them? I see none of those. So he's not seeing any of those in his chat room. I know that they were A/B testing rollout. So some YouTube channels can turn those on, and some YouTube channels apparently are able to see them. Some YouTube viewers, I'm saying channels and viewers interchangeably, are able to actually trigger them or activate them. I'm going to move my picture-in-picture to the left a little bit so you can see that panel. Do not have any of them. You're welcome. Jeff says, the red heart shows up when I watch YouTube on my phone, but not when I watch on my PC. Interesting. You're logged into the same channel name, I assume, the same YouTube account, Google account, same thing. Ken says, I scanned it, now watching at 2 times speed. So you've got to tell us that you found a spot where I am broadcasting the reactions and you're not seeing it on your replay. By the way, listening to 2 Dougs is rough. You can mute one of them. Dennis will stop the reactions. Logged into YouTube account on both. Yeah, same YouTube account. My YouTube account, so that means the same. So he sees them on his phone, not on his computer, implying that YouTube is making it available to his account on the phone, but not on the computer. Now, it's my understanding they rolled those out first on mobile devices. So maybe it got rolled out to Jeff on mobile device, and then they rolled it out to computers, but that hasn't been rolled out to Jeff on computer. Apparently, it's different. Ken says, what? I muted. Uh, I don't know what his question is there. Nick Poverman, I used to have those reactions. They disappeared about 3 weeks ago. I've heard that before. Someone else said they used to have them and now they're gone. Dennis says his reactions are ongoing. Nah, that's somebody else clicking those reactions because you should be able to see other people's reactions. If you're able to see reactions at all in the chat room, then you should be seeing when you click on the live reactions and you should be seeing when other people click on live reactions, but you can't tell who clicked on the reactions. But because they're live reactions, my understanding is supposed to be pinned or tagged to that part of the video. So when you rewatch the video later after the chat room has been fully processed and is visible, you should be able to see that. Seems like there's something else I needed to show today. Where was it? Was it in emails? No, I did that one. I looked through the emails from yesterday that I didn't get around to showing. I showed Alice yesterday, but there was some other stuff. Oh, yeah, here from Selden Ball. This is related to the discussion about Crystal Disk Info's interface reporting during the Saturday show. I did some testing afterward, was surprised to discover that Crystal Disk Info reports the host on the left side of SATA 1 disk interfaces being just dashes for him and not with a speed, although the right side reported correctly. He had a drive that was only 150. Unfortunately, I don't seem to have any SATA 2, which is the 300 disk, to compare with. I'll attach a screen grab of that Crystal Disk Info plus a zip file containing a web page that I created to organize the relevant Crystal Disk screen grabs for hard disks and SSDs that I have on my ancient i3 computer. The web page includes some additional comments. The web page should work as a local file you just selected after all the contents of the zip has been extracted in the same directory. You may post as much of this as you want on your future YouTubes. So he gave me these two. I will download both of these. I've downloaded them before, and then go show them in the folder. And then if I do date modified, that'll show the files at the top. So here's the picture file that he gave us showing his F drive. And it's an older drive, and the motherboard drive interface transfer mode just shows hyphens. This is an older computer. And it shows these items in here. And the smart info is showing all normal numbers. Now over here, this is a zip file, so I'll demonstrate extracting a zip file. When I have them sorted now in date order, when I extract all, now I'm not doing the show extracted files when complete. If I do that, it's going to open up that folder, which is convenient, but I'm going to do it this way just because this also shows the difficulty that I had on Saturday. So see, I don't get to see that folder. Well, the folders are down below. If I sort by name, then folders will be at the top, but I got to scroll up to the top to see that. So here's that disk perf. This is the one that I actually just did because it has the parentheses 1 since this was a repeat of the same folder. Now I go into that folder and then go into another folder here. And then here is his HTML file that shows us all these other photos. He went through a lot of work here, so I wanted to show this. And it's pretty slick to be able to present this in a web page. So this is a web page that's running from my local drive. Now, I'd be very careful about opening a local web page from somebody that I didn't know and trust, because I'm not sure what bad things that they can accomplish with that. But he's got this here with a lot of text. Now, I'm not going to read this all into the show. I'm going to turn off my picture-in-picture. So for those of you who want to go look at this closer, I'll scroll down and leave this on screen for a little bit so you can go back and review his awesome work here. Can I zoom that up a little bit? Yeah, so that gives you a much better view. And you can go through and review this closer. Somebody also presented a link that gives information about these details that I'd like to get to today. I'm not taking the time to go through all this because there's just way too much for me to dig into, particularly on such a lower performing drive. But this does show all of the zeros, and it's the when we find an item that has like wear leveling account above 0, that might be of concern. Then here's giving us information about that computer, and that's the end of his file. Now I want to go try to get that website link that gives us some information about those trouble codes. Let's see if I can figure out where I stored that. Hopefully I can find this without a whole lot of dead air. Of course, you guys are talking to each other in chat. That silly thing is in my way. The thing that was in my way was that task manager. I get rid of it so that I can see these things. Now, where is that link that someone gave me about storage throughput? 5 types of response time. Yeah, here it is. Somebody provide this link, and I'm sorry I can't give them the credit because I don't have flagged who it was. 5 types of response time metrics. And this is a company that was doing long-term measurements. Is this the right? Oh, this isn't the right one. This isn't the one that I wanted. Dad burned it. It was a company, response time metrics. Oh, no, this isn't it. Requests per second, data in and out, average response time, peak response. No, it was a link that had to do with what those different categories of statistics that were tracked on Crystal Disk Info. Did somebody put that in chat? No, maybe we'll get to that another day then. Does Jeff need to reset it, check his settings on YouTube on the PC? I don't think there's anything you can do to turn that on as a viewer. Rick Lakes, hello. Speedy C, Doug, did I use the wrong term in this chat? I didn't mean to upset anyone. That doesn't upset anyone. We'll try to get to the right terms. No reaction showed up on yesterday's chat. 2 times speed, Ken did 2 days ago. But you didn't identify here, Ken, that you found a spot where I was displaying that reactions were happening. So that doesn't quite answer it for me. All right, I will read through the rest of those messages after ending the video. There's my email address if you want to send a question for me to respond to. And if I didn't get your chat message, I apologize, but I'm out of time. Even though I don't have to send you to somebody else, I need to get moving with my day. Have a great day, everybody. Catch you later. Goodbye. Go watch Dennis's premiere in less than an hour.